Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I am going to be working on a whip from Mermaids by Janna Prosvirina. This is a book that I've had for a little while, and I do have one started in here. So I'm going to be working on this one. I have the alcohol marker base down. I like the color palette that I have so far, and we're going to work a little bit on the background and then maybe some shading on top of the alcohol marker. Let me get my backer page in here. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. All right, I got to remember to link that tea. I meant to add it to my permanent description, and I forgot, so we need to get that added in. Okay, so I'm going to do some background work with some chalk pastels and a stencil. Now, I know she's underwater, and I know this isn't going to make a ton of sense for why it would be this way, but I really want to use these beautiful mandala stencil, and I think it would be really cool on this page. So I'm going to use it. Whether it makes sense or not, I'm going to use it. I just kind of have to figure out how I want, like if I want like it completely centered like that. I don't know. I don't know if I want it like this and have like her be in the middle. I think maybe I want that way. All right, so I'm going to tape this in place so that it doesn't move. Because otherwise I will mess it up. Because it's super intricate. And yeah, I know for sure that I will just completely mess it up if I don't tape it down. So we're going to tape it in place in a couple spots just to be safe. Yeah, we're going to do that here. That should be good, right? That seems pretty sturdy. Okay, so let me pick some colors. I really like the turquoisey colors that I have going on, so I'm probably going to use some of those. I'm trying to decide if I want to use any of like the coral colors or like this purpley blue color, because I like those as well. But I kind of have a limited range of colors here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with like some turquoise and maybe like this periwinkle color. I might throw in a little bit of purple. We'll see. Okay, so I have a cotton pad here. What did I say? I said turquoise, all right? So I'm going to start with, yeah, I'm just going to start with like this medium turquoisey color. Yep. Okay. So when I do it, I just rub a little bit on this little cotton pad, and then I'm just going to start brushing things in, and I'm going to move around my page because I'm going to have this pattern be like all kinds of different colors. And then when I am done with the stencil, I'm going to come back through with that really light turquoisey color and kind of do like an overall background so that I have some of that color kind of all over the page. Okay, so there's some of that. Let's see, what else do I've got? Let's try this purple. We're just gonna go for it and hope that it doesn't look super crazy bad. I think I'm gonna stick with the colder colors. I'm not gonna bring like a coral or anything in there, I don't think. And anywhere where I get this chalk pastel, like if I get it over top of the illustration, since I don't have any colored pencils down yet, I can erase it. So it won't look like crazy. I might even be able to use like a darker purple in a couple of spots. The only bad thing is the stencils, when you use stencils like this, it does kind of tear up your little cotton pad that you have, so you have to shift it a little bit more often than normal. All right, I'm going to use some of this mint green and get some of that in here. That's a good color. And I'm just kind of mixing it wherever I feel like. Get some make sure that I got anywhere where there's like open space, that I've got some kind of, oh, that's on the tail. Oops. Got some kind of color going in most of the areas. Hi, everybody. I didn't actually say hi to you guys yet. How are you? I'm hoping that you are all doing so well. I am going to use a little bit darker purple in the areas where I've got the purple already. I am coming to you from Friday morning. I am excited that I actually can drink my tea in the morning and do this with you guys instead of trying to have it in the afternoon. Okay, something shifted. The paper underneath shifted. So, see, it's off. All right, well, let's hope that that was good enough. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. All right, I don't hate that. That's good, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to take the lightest turquoisey color. Yeah, lightest turquoisey color. And I'm going to just kind of add it kind of around different places. And this is going to, it might disrupt the pattern of the stencil a little bit, but I don't care. It's okay. The stencil, the pattern is just supposed to be like a really subtle hint of color anyway, so I'm not overly worried if it kind of messes up the pattern. I do want to have a good amount of color in the corners though, on the outside of the stencil. Okay. Oh, I just messed up. Look what I just did. Son of a gun. I'm gonna have to fix this because that's gonna drive me crazy. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so now I'm gonna take my big ol' brush and I'm just gonna brush all of the extra stuff away. And you can see that it's just a slight, like a super, super light background. And you can kind of see some of that. It's just just a nice little soft, subtle extra bit. And if you are picky and need to clean up the outside edges, because I'm a messy colorist and I embrace it, there's just a couple of spots that I want to get any of that stuff off. Okay, so I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's cool. Okay, so I'm done with that. All right, let me grab my pencils. I'm going to be using some new to me pencils, and hopefully they work well on this paper. All right, let me take another sip of tea. So I'm using the Star Joy Gold, which I have never used. I think for the anchor, I'm going to use some kind of something sparkly. I think I have a silver extreme glitter that I might use on that, and then maybe some extreme glitter on their tail. Let's work on the bottom here. Now I do have some good colors for that. That one's almost an exact match. Yeah, so I think I'm going to grab this blueberry blue and this deep ocean and maybe this mid violet. So let me see if I can find those really quick. All right, so I'm just going to work on the bottom here. So I'm going to start with this darker blue color, I think. Yeah, hi. I hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Like I said, it's Friday for me, so I have this weekend to look forward to. I don't have a ton planned. My mom is getting ready to have some knee surgery, so I'm going to go over to her house and help her out with a few things here and there that she wants to get done before she's not able to do it for a few days. We are the queens of waiting till the last second. So trying to get all of the stuff done that she wants to this weekend is going to be a chore, but it needs to get done. And there is now a sense of urgency to it, so now we are more likely to do it. I was watching, I know I talk about this all the time. I told you I'm addicted to the Instagram Reels, and I was watching them this morning, and there was one that I thought was just perfect. It was like, you know, me trying to figure out what to clean in the house. And it was like, this person was just like looking around, like completely like out of it. Like, I don't know what to do. There's too much stuff. It's so overwhelming. And then it was like me 20 minutes before somebody comes over, and I'm like speed cleaning the entire house. Like, yep, that's me. That's me to a T. I just thought it was funny. It's amazing how relatable a lot of that stuff is. Like, it's nice to see, and I know I talked about this a little bit last week, but it's nice to see that you're not like the only crazy person, and there's a reason for your madness. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about these pencils right now. I'm not really sure what I wanted to do at the bottom here. I just wanted it to be a different kind of color. I didn't want it to just be brown. I didn't want it to just be sand. I wanted it to become kind of a cool color, and I really liked this color palette that I had picked previously. So, let's see what else. I released a video this week that has all of my Janna Prosvirina pages and the books that I own. So that's out there. And then I also was announcing that I am doing a color along with Corey from Colorfully Optimistic. I have a community post out there. I've posted about it on Instagram as well, on my stories. But yeah, we're going to do Janna in July. Since they both start with J, sometimes I just want to say Janna, but I know it's Janna. But yeah, we're going to do that. And so I'm going to be focusing, I'm going to have a lot of Janna pages. So I'm going to try to get at least one done in almost all my books. And that's including the brand new book that I just bought, because I need more books, most definitely. Yeah, I don't mind this. This looks all right. I think the background, the alcohol marker background really helps, or base layer really helps with this one, because then it doesn't look quite as toothy. But I could still blend that if I really needed to. Sorry, I was talking about the color along. Yeah, so we are going to do the color along. So make sure that if you post to Instagram, you tag us. If you don't have Instagram and still want to participate, you're more than welcome to just send either one of us an email. We love to see those, see anybody's pages, really, when they color stuff. It just makes us happy that we're, you know, kind of spreading this joy, this joyous hobby around, showing people what they can get, you know, the benefits that they can get from it. All right, let's see. What do I have here? I have some Gamsol and a blender. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of this, because I'm not liking the way that this is looking. And I have Gamsol in a water brush upstairs, and that actually works pretty well, but I'm going to just try this and see if it blends out at all. It does a little bit. I don't know that I have enough pigment on the paper. Let's see what else. I am, like I said, since I'm going to be busy next week, I'm trying to get some videos recorded this weekend as well, so that I can have things for you guys to watch while I'm helping my mama out. I'll still probably be around Instagram and stuff, but I won't be able to do like videos or anything. I am going to stay with her, I think, a couple of days. So I'll be busy doing a little bit of that. Okay, I don't hate that. Well, it's all right. Let's see, what else do we have here? So we're gonna now grab, I'm just gonna try it with this blueberry. I'm just gonna try to add some color in here. That works. I want it to be a little bit darker in there, but I don't know. I don't know why I left that open. Maybe I wanted it to be like a colorful kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not the best at coloring underwater scenes. Like, I always feel like I need to have some kind of color palette to remind me what things look like. I don't know if that's, I don't know. And I don't know why it is that way. And it's mostly that way with just, like, I like to have color palettes for other things, but I don't have to have them. And I feel like with the underwater scenes, like, I have to have some kind of direction, because otherwise I'm just kind of, I don't know, lost? I don't know if that's the right word. All right, well, that doesn't look too bad. Get that colored in. I wonder how these would do. So I'm going to try maybe like something close to this color. So I've got like a, let's try this outrage color. 82 MP. Yep. All right, so we're going to try to just kind of, oh, that goes over the alcohol markers pretty well. I feel like this Starjoy, these are working decent. They're not bad pencils. I haven't really used them yet. I just kind of, oh, that's not the right one. I haven't really used them yet, so I kind of wanted to see what they were, how they did on Amazon paper, since I have so many books with Amazon paper. I'll probably add like some Posca paint or Posca pen or something to that, so that I can make sure that that stands out really well. These little, that little grassy bit. Okay, let me grab, well, I think I'm going to go straight to this one because I really liked this. Was this one the Deep Ocean? Yeah, Deep Ocean. I like this color. So I think that'll be a good one to shade with this one. It goes, like I said, whenever I use alcohol markers, it just goes so much faster, the whole shading process, because I don't really have to color the whole image now. Like, I can just focus on the bits that need a little bit of shading. I probably should use the purple one a little bit more, so I'll probably bring that purple in as well. Let's see, what else is going on? No, darn it. I kept grabbing the wrong one. Let's see, the videos. I did tell you I was going to be trying to make, so I'm going to try to get the F video for the animal alphabet, how I color animals video out, and it is foxes. And as I was going through my books, there were foxes everywhere, and then of course I wanted to color every single one of those foxes pages, and I know that I can't, so it was really hard for me to to narrow those guys down. Yeah, that was a little frustrating, but I think I got it all right. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more dark down here, just to, so you can tell it's definitely the end. It's good way to see how it does over a layer of Gamsol too. And I did press pretty hard with that blender, so I the paper might be a little burnished. I don't know if the paper, I don't know if that's the right term. Paper's not really burnished. The pencils are burnished, but when you do that, you like damage the tooth of the paper a little bit. So the pencils don't work quite the same. So yeah, so videos, sorry. I'm going to try to do those, that F video, which I have started. And then I'm also going to try to do a couple of Amazon paper videos again. So one with alcohol markers, kind of like I'm doing today, but like definitely I'll take you through the steps where I start to finish. And then another one where I talk about how to use the satin glazing liquid and or clear gesso to prep your pages. Because that really, especially if you want to use water mediums, it's just so cool that you can use it on this flimsy, not the best paper, and that it works, makes it work so it doesn't like destroy your paper. And you could add multiple mediums on top of it, and it's a little crazy. All right, so I'm just using that same blending stump. Okay, I like that better. I don't know, how does that look on camera? It looks all right. Looks all right. Okay. I probably could have layered that with just using the pencils, but I didn't feel like messing with that. Okay, so let's just add a little bit more. Add just a little bit of shading. Okay, all right, let's work on the coral and this little cool shell. So I'm looking off the side here to see what pencils I have. I have this this blue one, this Deep Ocean is probably one of the best ones for this too. I'm gonna sharpen this. All right, and then we're gonna just shade wherever these lines are coming. And like I said, I'm going to come in here with some Posca pens, paint pens of some sort, and do some fun little textures with those. It's always, especially with like sea life for some reason, I like to add lots of little like dots everywhere. I don't really know why. This feels like it should have a lot of little dots all over it. But yeah. All right, so videos. I think I told you about all of them that I'm gonna make. And those are, I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try really hard to get those all out this weekend. But we'll see. We'll see. Or get them all filmed this weekend. My phone has been acting like a crazy person. Well, a crazy phone, because it's not a person. But you get it. All right, so let's see. I like this Himalaya pink. That's really close to that one, so I don't know if it's going to do anything, but we'll grab that one. And this swatch makes me crazy. Like, I understand the way that they did it. I get it, but it's frustrating. I want to put it in my color order, and this is not my color order. But I have not done that yet. I kind of like this chili color, or the strawberry, maybe the strawberry. So let's grab that. I'm going to grab the strawberry, which is, okay, it's OR4. So orange red 4, I think. I think that I know that this was done with Color My World. She was the one that kind of curated the colors. And I like the colors a lot. I just don't like the way, the order they're in. It works. It totally makes sense if you stop and think about it. Like, I get why they're all in that order, but I don't like the fact that then I've got other colors over here that could blend into these that are not then all grouped together. All right, I'm just going to color. Let's just get my stuff and it'll be fine. All right, let's try those. Let's see, does this even show up? Oh, it does a little. Maybe not quite as much as I was hoping it would, but I think I can add the strawberry right over top of that, and it should blend it. It should kind of make it. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so I think that's all the channel news. My completed pages are out there too if you guys want to take a look at those. I can't think of anything else that I would have really to talk about as far as channel stuff. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this too, just to... okay, I don't need this one anymore, but I do need this one. Yeah, we're just going to go with this one. So yeah, I did have somebody, ask, I think it was, my lovely coloring friend, Yasmin. I think she asked if the comedy show that I went to last week was any good, and it was. I don't know if you guys know who Leslie Jones is, but she was on Saturday Night Live for a long time. She's an awesome lady, and it was really fun watching her show. She had a couple of really funny comedians with her as well, and yeah, it was super, super fun. My husband and I had a really good time, except so at the show, the way they had the seats, they were like, it was like almost sitting on top of people. And if you were anywhere bigger than a toothpick, you were like pressed right up against the person next to you. And that was probably supposed to be water, but it's now coral. And I am not small, so, you know, I was like sitting almost on my husband's lap, and then he had another person come and sit next to him on the other side who was not small. So he's pretty thin. Like he's very athletic. He runs all the time. He's very slender. And he was just like, it was like, he said, I was okay with you sitting on my lap. I wasn't so much okay with the person next to me sitting on my lap. And they apologized. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I am not a little person, and trying to fit in the seat is going to be crazy. And he's like, oh, it's okay. But it was very much not. He was not pleased when that happened at first. But then people started making him laugh, and he got over it. But I felt bad, and I was like, why would they do that with these seats? Like, they know that, especially in Indiana, like, we are not little people. Why on earth would they have set up the chairs that way? But yeah, the show was really good. And then the night before, we had gone to see, I think I talked about this a little bit, but we had gone to see Carrie Elwes, who is the actor from The Princess Bride, and he was just phenomenal. Just absolutely amazing. I'm going to add another color in here. I'm looking for I'm going to try this Georgia Peach color. See if I can get a little bit darker. No, that's not the right color. No, I'm going to need like a garnet, or maybe even like let me try one of those. What is this one? VR52. Let's see how this looks. I just want a nice shadowy color down here so you can tell that there's separation between these things. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, and then last night, so I'm a little dehydrated this morning. We went to a concert. My husband won free tickets, and I was like, and I've talked about this before too. I'm not the going out kind of person. Like, I don't like large crowds of people. It just makes me anxious. However, when they're free tickets and my husband says, we're going, I was like, fine. So we went to this concert, and he told me, he was like, oh, it's this band. And I was like, I've never heard of this band. I have no idea who they are. was like, why would I even want to go to this concert? He's like, they're free tickets. I was like, fine. So we ended up going, and it was the Dirty Heads. And they have, I was super surprised because I knew a ton of their songs and I just didn't realize who they were. So I had a blast, and I was very proud of myself because, and my husband was I was really mad at him when he did it, but I was just like, fine. Because it was an outdoor venue, and so we had like a little blanket that we were sitting on, and it was just the two of us. And I was like, hey, I need to go get like a drink, or some food or something. Do you want to go over there with me? And he's like, no, we've got to, there's not anybody that can watch our stuff. I don't want somebody to take our spot, all this stuff. And I got it. Like, I understood where he was coming from, but I was like, but I can't walk over there by myself. He's like, Erica, you are a grown-ass, or you're a grown-up. You can do it. I said, but no, I can't. It's too many people, and it's, I don't know where the things are. And he said, there's a place right over there that I can see from here, and you can go get it. And he's like, I said, well, why don't you go get it for me? He said, I don't know what you want, and I don't know what they have. So you're going to have to go and do it. And I was so angry. I was so mad at him because I just wanted him to do it for me. And finally I got up and went over there, ordered my drink, walked over there all by myself. And he texted me because he could see me the whole time. Like, it's not like I was out of his line of vision or anything. It was just me being crazy. And he texted me while I was over there. He's like, good job. Anyway, we had a good time. And I had and since he didn't go with me, I got whatever the heck I wanted to drink, which ended up being 2 giant cans of adult beverages, which were very tasty. One of them was like a Jack Daniel's mixed drink thing. It was so good. I was like, I want all of these. I need them in all of the flavors. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, had a good time. Really enjoyed the music. It was a beautiful night. And the day before, some storms had come through, so it got rid of all the humidity, so it was not humid, and it's not late enough in the year, I guess, for the mosquitoes to be all crazy, so there weren't a ton of mosquitoes. It was just, I didn't get bit at all, which is not normal. Normally I'm eaten alive by mosquitoes. But yeah, it was so fun. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I like the way that that's going. All right, I think I'm going to finish this coral, and then we're going to have to stop because I am going out to lunch with some friends today, which I'm excited about. I'm not going to get any adult beverages today, even though I'm not driving. I'm very tempted because I'm not driving, but it's too much. I hardly ever drink, so twice in as many days is probably not the best idea for my system. But yeah, I'm looking forward to lunch today. Had a great time, great date night with my husband last night. It's been a good summer. I've gotten to do a lot of fun things so far. I am planning on, after my my mom recovers from her surgery, I'm planning on taking any of my kiddos that want to go, but specifically my youngest, we're going to focus on visiting all of the awesome parks in our city. They have like several of them that have really fun hiking trails, and we're going to go to a few of those so that we can at least be outside for, you know, some of the summer. All right, I'm going to grab my, nope, not you. I'm going to grab my paint pens and kind of show you what I had in mind to kind of make the sea life, the coral, kind of pop a little bit. All right, so I have these Posca pens, and I have some Tule Art pens, but those ones never work quite right for me. So I'm gonna probably hold off on those. All right, so I have this one and this one. Then I have my white one, and I think those ones are probably good. Oh, what does that look like? No, that's too dark. What do you look like? No. Okay, we're just gonna go with these guys. All right, so I'm gonna shake these up. All right, and I have my yellow one upstairs. That probably would have been the best one to use, but I think the orange will be good for these guys. So I'm just gonna dot and just kind of random patterns. I'm trying to stick to like the outside edges a little bit more, and then if I need to do a little bit through the centers, I can. Not really any rhyme or reason to this dotting, but it just adds a nice texture. And you want to vary the sizes of your dots if you can. So you want a few like teeny tiny ones where you just barely touch the page, and then some where you've got like bigger dots. You can hold your Posca pen in place a little bit longer, and it should make a bigger dot for you. I'll probably use white on the blue ones. Okay, let me grab this one, see if I can get this one maybe to do dots on, oh, that's like the same color. I mean, it's not terrible, but we're gonna add in some of these. And I'm gonna make these little bits just a little darker. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hold this closer just so you guys can see kind of what that looks like. I think that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, and now I'm gonna take the white and we'll just add a few little highlights to some of the spots. Do a couple little dots maybe. And then some on the, I'm going to draw some white lines first. And then come in and do some dotting randomly. All right, and then there's the other two little bits. So, oh, come on, focus, phone. There we go. So that looks cool. So we got the background and the whatever bits these are. I don't know. I could come in like if I had a blue, or maybe I can do this. Hold on. I'm going to try one more thing. I don't think it needs it, but if I wanted to just add in a few, no, I don't like it. I was going to try to do like grass strokes or something, like randomly placed, but I don't think I like it. I don't know. Now I started doing it and makes it look like there's like a nice grassy floor instead of just blue. Okay, I kind of like that. All right, it's staying. It's done. There we go. That's what I did so far. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me while I worked on that page. Yeah, I love Janna's work, and I'm happy to be working on her books again. She just makes me happy. Her pages make me happy. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks so much for being here. Enjoy your weekend, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.